Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very exciting video for you guys today because we're going to be showing you exactly how my done-for-you agency is able to book over 30 calls a month for our very own agency and also many other agency owners and coaches every single month, consistently for 365 days of the week. It's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, waking up to new leads in your calendar will probably relieve a tremendous amount of stress off your shoulders, and you don't realize how much anxiety you have built up and how much worry you have every single day when you start not having to rely on sending emails or sending looms or sending DMs to get clients or get booked calls. Being able to wake up every single day to new calls in my calendar is hands down the greatest system that I ever implemented and built and battle tested and put into my agency. And today we're going to be diving into the exact process of how we do that. So without further ado, let's dive into my iPad and show you and break down the exact system that my agency uses. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are in my iPad and clean slate. I'm going to be drawing this for you guys so that you guys can basically understand every single step. So let's first talk about what a sales journey is, okay? A sales journey is basically just a step-by-step process that you are taking a viewer or a prospect through in order for them to get from A to Z. A being from them seeing you and becoming aware of your business, and then Z being purchasing from you and opting in to work with you, okay? Now you need to fill in the in-betweens, of course, to make sure that that is a solid sales process, okay? So first things first, let's just talk about the traffic. Now, the thing with traffic is there's many things that you can do. What my agency does a lot is we focus on two forms of traffic. One being paid, of course. So in the paid form, we have Facebook and IG, TikTok, and YouTube. These are the main ones. These are the main ones that I would recommend you using. Anything else is probably unnecessary. You can throw in Google into there if you have a lot of search volume, but if you're just a boutique agency, you're just starting out, you probably won't need Google Ads, okay? And then of course, we have organic. Now, the thing with organic is it's very long-term. It's a long-term play because you need to be consistent with it every single day. I mean, if you're posting on Instagram Reels and TikTok, you need to be posting every single day and you need to do it very consistently. I mean, I've been posting for over 2 years now across my TikTok page. I have around, I think, 30,000 followers at the time of recording this. So you can imagine that it does take time. But the thing is with TikTok now is I'm able to book in consistent calls every single week. Even if it's like 2 or 3 calls a week, it adds up. So with organic, you're looking at things like IG Reels. Again, IG Reels is a really good way to even build your audience on Instagram as well too. And then of course, TikTok. So now from here, how do we actually utilize this traffic? Well, it's very, very simple, okay? We take all this traffic and we bring them to an opt-in page. Okay, the opt-in page is very simple. It collects their emails so that we can be able to retarget them and send email sequences out to them. My agency has a 10 email sequence that goes out and sends out to them over the course of a month and a half. So they're getting about 2 emails a week, call it, right? I'm not trying to bombard them. I'm not trying to annoy them, but I'm trying to add value to them in those emails and then be able to at least have an audience that I own. That's one thing that a lot of people don't understand is with emails, you actually own that audience. With Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of these platforms, if they were to all shut down right now, what would that do to your business, right? You wouldn't be able to get any sort of lead flow in, and it would make it very, very difficult for you to do anything. So having an audience that you own is very important. That's what the opt-in is for, okay? Now from the opt-in, they go to a VSL page, or better known as a video sales letter. The VSL page is basically a 10 to 15 minute long video, and there's different kinds of VSLs you can do. You can either do a long form case study, a short form case study, or what we like to do is just about a 10-minute short form big offer or big guarantee sort of VSL. It's 10 minutes, it's to the point, it keeps the audience engaged, and it's really, really effective. We've actually seen an improvement in our conversion rate using this, okay? So the VSL basically allows you to make people aware of your big offer, your big guarantee. It shows them that you have a unique method of doing things that the market has never seen. And then it allows you to establish education with your prospect so that they actually understand what service it is that you offer, okay? You are trying to increase the desire of that prospect wanting to work with you. Now, call to action of VSL, obviously scroll down, click the button below, book a call. So from the VSL, you go to the book a call. Very simple. If you're using Calendly, you embed your Calendly link onto a separate page. You have your little questionnaire filled out. I'd highly recommend that on Calendly you have about 5 questions that qualify people. It allows you to identify before that meeting if this is a meeting that you should take or just delete out of your calendar, okay? And another big thing is make it very aware to people that you only work with people doing a certain amount, okay? For some of those agencies out there who are working with e-commerce brands, I doubt that you're probably working with brands that are brand new, unless that is kind of like your thing. If you're someone that only works with brands doing $25K a month, make them aware. Have that plastered on your VSL above the video, stuff like that, right? So make them qualified. From booking a call, very simple. This is what we do differently, but this is a confirmation page. Now, a lot of people will just send people to their confirmation page that Calendly automatically builds for you, but we do something completely different. We redirect them to a different confirmation page. And honestly, this page is probably just as important as the VSL page. And the reason for that is because the confirmation page will allow you to reaffirm people that the decision they made to book a call is a good option for them and it's a good decision that they made. It'll increase the show up rate for them showing up to that meeting and gives you an opportunity to answer any objections, handle any objections, answer any questions that those people might have so that when they jump onto the call with you, they're pre-educated even further and they're not asking you questions that take up a bunch of time on that call. So it allows you to actually speed up that sales process without you manually having to be there. So it's going to save a lot of time. Okay. And then basically from there, it's very simple. They show up to the call. And that's basically it. That is the very simple funnel. Nothing complicated. It's just very, very easy. Okay. Now you have to ask yourself, you have this whole funnel, you have this whole sales journey, and I know it works. Like typically our cost per acquisition with this is anywhere from like $50 to $100. We've never had a cost per acquisition of more than $100. And the beauty of it is all the calls that are coming in are qualified for at least our done for you service or our done with you service. That's the beauty of this. So we're able to monetize probably around 75% or more of the actual calls being booked, whether it's through our done for you service or our done with you service. Okay. Now we need to identify and break this down a little bit further. Okay. So again, from the traffic, you have to ask yourself, what kind of ads are you posting? We typically find that videos are very good. Videos perform typically the best because they allow you to communicate things wholly and resonate with people much better. Okay. Videos, images work pretty well. I know that the meme form content works really well for images, but I would say the main thing that you want to stick with is the actual videos, okay? So for videos, you need to be able to do something that is engaging. I would say keep it to less than a minute. If you can keep it to less than a minute on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, things like that, even on YouTube, you'll do very well, okay? So keep it under a minute. You need to make people aware of your guarantee and your offer. If you don't have a guarantee and you don't have a good offer, this whole thing right here is not going to work. You can basically just cancel this all out and just stick to what you're doing with looms and emails, okay? But I'm telling you right now, you need to make sure that your guarantee and your offer are in place and they're solid. And another thing I will mention is a big reason why a lot of you aren't succeeding right now with your outreach is because your offer and your guarantee suck or they're not relevant. You need to make sure that is actually in there. In that traffic, when you redirect it to your actual opt-in page, or maybe you redirect them straight to your VSL, you need to make sure that your VSL is set up properly. So you need to make sure that your VSL starts off with, again, calling out your market. So if you work with e-commerce brand owners or info products or doctors or chiropractors, you need to call them out. Make sure you call them out so that they know that they're in the right place, okay? Call them out. Make sure you get specific. So not just, hey, chiropractors, it's chiropractors doing $50,000 a month, dentists doing $100,000 a month, dentists who are looking for more leads. Like whatever it is that you do, you need to be more specific. Don't be general. The more detailed you can be, the better, because it's just going to resonate more deeply with that audience member, okay? So from there, you go to your VSL. You're going to be very, very specific, and you need to make sure that you call them out, okay? So the things to remember: make them aware of your offer, make them aware of your guarantee, and call them out. If you can call them out, you can make them aware of your guarantee, make them aware of your offer, you will do very, very well, okay? It'll keep them engaged for at least the first 2 to 3 minutes. Then it's important that you transition into educating them on what it is that you do and making them very, very aware that you have a unique proven method that is different from what they've ever seen in the marketplace that you can help them with, okay? That is the exact structure. And then from there, it's very simple. Direct them to the booking page, they book there, direct them to the confirmation page, and make sure that you are providing them with education and value to be able to book in a call with you, and not only book in a call with you, but show up to that call and be excited to show up to that call. That's how we book calls that are pre-qualified and pre-sold. Like we're never jumping into meetings where people are like grilling us with unnecessary questions or they have a ton of objections or they're price shopping. No, they're excited to show up to those meetings, and it makes it very easy for us to close them. And it also takes a lot of pressure off of their shoulders and ours, because we're not trying to sell them. We're just trying to now identify if our agency is a right fit for them. And that's why we have both options for the done for you and the done with you service, because sometimes, probably most of the time, a lot of these people that are booking in, we, out of the 30 plus meetings that we book, we want to work with obviously like the cream of the crop. So we choose the 2 to 3 that are amazing clients that we want to work with, and then the rest of them we offer basically coaching and guidance, okay? It's very, very simple setup. The coaching and the done with you side takes care of our ad spend. It takes care of everything. It adds an immense amount of bottom line revenue to our monthly revenue, which is incredible. And then of course you can imagine, obviously with the done for you service, we are able to have clients come on board and stay with us long term, because again, our service delivery is impeccable. That is a different topic for a different day. But I want to show you guys exactly how we're able to actually generate all the leads that we're able to generate for not only ourselves, but other agency owners and other coaches in different niches. It doesn't matter what niche it is. If you have a solid sales journey like this one, you should do well. So hopefully this video helps you guys out to establish more of an idea of how you can set up your sales journey. And if you are looking for help around this, my agency is now starting to offer a different department of working with other agency owners and coaches, but we're keeping it very limited. We just don't want to overextend ourselves or completely stretch our bandwidth, because it is a lot of work to work and partner with these agencies and coaches, because we have to implement basically this whole sales funnel. We have to provide you with ad scripts. We have to, write the ad copy for you, edit your ads, edit your VSL, do all these things. So we're keeping it limited to about 10 to 15 coaches and agency owners. So if you are interested, there is a link below to actually book in a call with us, and then we can be able to chat from there. But without further ado, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I know it was very quick, but I wanted to be straight to the point and just give you guys some extreme value. But again, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.